Hi, this is Daniel O'Connor from the Warbeck Reuse Network, and this is all about the reuse of furniture and equipment focused on the benefits for procurement managers. Why should you watch this video? This is for procurement managers who want to improve the procurement process by making it easy for staff who are buying assets to check whether anybody else has that surplus asset already available on the estate. So this is about reducing procurement demand by extending the lifespan of assets on an estate. So watch this video if you want to know about the benefits, and at the end you can get into more detail by joining one of our webinars. These items should never become a waste. It's a sign of a broken system. One day you've got someone in Department A disposing of assets, but someone else in Department B buying the very same asset. What causes this problem? Well, it's a challenge for the disposing party to find homes for their assets. It's a challenge for the buying party to easily find surplus assets around the estate. You know, they might have to call someone up, a store manager, to see whether that surplus asset's available. They then need to meet the store manager. How do they view the items? So there's a lot of limitations and a lot of bottlenecks, and you've obviously got to make this process easy. Some staff have a poor view of second-hand items, and buying new is entrenched. The benefits of reuse are often poorly understood. Actually, the items are okay, they're free, they're easy to get. What we've got to understand here is, the buyer needs the item quick and easy. So reuse needs to be easier than buying new. If that problem continues, what actually happens? Well, you're buying assets that you don't really need to. It's unnecessary purchasing. So there's a cost issue. Yeah, you're spending money that you don't really need to. But there's also that paperwork issue that goes with the procurement process. So if you can reuse items internally, you save on the procurement costs, you also save on the paperwork. Also, carbon is very important, and if you reuse items internally, that means you don't have to manufacture and transport items, which cuts down on carbon emissions. So what have we got here? Our proposed solution is to help staff collaborate internally in a much more effective manner. So what we offer at Warbit is an off-the-shelf solution in the cloud. We create an online marketplace for your organisation where staff can swap and trade surplus assets internally and externally, and we track those environmental, financial and social metrics, so the procurement savings, how much you give to charity, how much carbon you've avoided, all that sort of thing. The online system makes it really easy for staff to find surplus assets. Because it's so easy, it encourages second-hand buying, it reduces procurement demand, and it's easier than buying new. What does it look like? So our customers each get their own unique company landing page with a unique domain. This sits on your intranet site. When buyers want to buy, instead of going to the procurement system, they come to our system, and our system will show them assets that are available today on the estate or in the future as part of building clearance programs. And so the buyer can then make an informed choice about whether they can take an item second hand or whether they can wait for one in the future or whether they have to buy new. The system tracks the trades between parties, so it's all auditable, it's easy to manage, and it actually saves time. Users adopt different levels of controls depending on the policies and procedures in the organisation. And as well as working internally within an organisation, you can also use the system to link up with other organisations in your sector or in this town, city or region to trade assets across organisational boundaries. That might be as a disposal, but also as a procurement opportunity. A large part of the system is the disposal network, and you can pass your surplus assets that you don't need internally out into the charities and schools sector. And as I said earlier, we track all of these trades so we can tell you your savings on procurement, your savings on disposal, how much you're giving to charity. So these metrics then become a good news story which demonstrates the effectiveness of your reuse programme. So what impact are we having? We've saved up to £18 million in the UK university and health sector over the last few years. These are our top 10 performers. These are monthly savings on procurement and waste disposal fees. I will leave this link in the description below so you can explore that in your own time. And what are our customers saying? Our customer happiness monthly average score has never been below 8 out of 10, and 1,800 customers have given us 10 out of 10 in the last 2 years. You can see some great customer endorsements on this page. Again, I'll leave the link in the description below and you can read this at your own leisure. So what next? You've got some questions to consider. Do you want to improve the procurement process? Do you want to give staff an easy tool where they can check if there's any surplus available before they buy new? Do you want to reduce the procurement demand, paperwork? Are you looking to procure sustainably? So these are all the questions you need to consider. And if it's a yes, then I would say, the next step for you is to join one of our webinars where we can go into much more detail about how this can work in your organisation. And you'll leave this webinar with a clear picture of how this might work and a clear way forward. So thanks for your time and I look forward to speaking to you soon.